Turning now to Give Me a Break. This is where I did give a little bit of a spoiler with today's title. Did we watch the same WWDC keynote? The Give Me a Break came when I was online right after the keynote. I was putting together my daily update where I was kind of going over the main themes of the keynote. And it came across some headlines, some headlines about the keynote. Two of them just I couldn't believe it. So here's one. And I was debating, should I say who published it? And I said, yeah, I should. So the first one's from the Wall Street Journal. It's from a person who doesn't even cover Apple. I don't understand this, but the headline: Apple unveils array of new software, but AI comeback remains far off. So my reaction: well, AI comeback. What are they coming back from? And what are they? Where are they going? That makes no sense. Here's Reuters, a headline from Reuters: Apple opens its AI to developers, but keeps its broader ambitions modest. What does that even mean? Did they watch the same WWDC keynote as me? I don't get it. Actually, I do. I do get it. And here's what I think goes on. Okay. And I see some of this from attending WWDC, by the way, but I also see it because some reporters in the past reached out to me. I don't get this as often anymore. And there's reasons why. Maybe in another episode I will talk about the reasons. When you attend WWDC and you see all different types of media and press, you have traditional reporters, you may have writers, YouTubers, podcasters, you have financial analysts. Everyone has their own thing. They do their own thing. Some people live blog, other people take their time. I'm fortunate where I don't have to publish something right there and then from Apple Park. I like taking my time, even this podcast. And I've been thinking about it now for almost a day. I have a daily update that's coming out probably shortly. I lost track of the number of revisions I made to that. Other people don't do that. They don't have that freedom. They need to get something out ASAP. So if the keynote ends, let's see, if the keynote ends at 2:30 Pacific time, I think that's where, yeah, 2:30 Pacific time. They may have a deadline of 5 o'clock, maybe even sooner. They only have 2 hours to write their story from WWDC. I don't know how they do it because for me, I need 2 hours just to decompress. There is so much information flying around. I'm not prepared to write a whole big thing and then send it off. What I think goes on, and the reason I say this is some of these reporters I may talk to at WRC, they they don't act the way they do. Like when you read these articles and then you compare it to what the reporters are like in real life in terms of what they think, they don't always match, if that makes sense. And so what I think goes on is the reporter is looking for a story and they know it has to be kind of a catchy story. They can't just say, "Well, Apple reported they unveiled ABC and they did it has to be some like Apple is jumping ahead or Apple's falling behind because they know that's what their editor wants. They know that this is legacy media, folks. I mean, you need to get a catchy headline, which the reporters don't come up with, the editors do. You need a catchy headline to get people to read the story. They don't care about direct writer to subscriber or writer to member. That's not their business model. Their business model is just, we got to get people to read our stuff. And so what we're going to do is just push out crud, get you to click, get you to read, and move on, live on to the next day. And so I look at these headlines, I look at these stories, and I say, give me a break.